For cheap and instant GTA 5 money, click the link in the description. What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 new cars which I would like Rockstar to add into GTA Online. These, of course, are all vehicles which I think the community would love to see in the game, and of course, very recently, Rockstar announced they will continue to be releasing updates into GTA Online throughout 2017, despite the game being over 3.5 years old. So there is still plenty in store in the terms of updates and DLCs for GTA Online, and who knows, maybe some of the cars which I'll be sharing throughout this video may make their way into GTA Online at some point throughout the year. Anyway, with that being said, let's get straight into things. Okay then, so to start things off, let's begin with the 2017 Ford F-150 pickup truck. Now I myself absolutely love this pickup truck. I'm sure there are many of you guys watching right now who do so too. I personally though think this vehicle is absolutely beautiful, but do bear in mind my opinion will be slightly biased because I love pickup trucks. In fact, my main day-to-day vehicle in real life is a pickup truck. I own a Ford Ranger Wildtrak, which is basically the European version of the Ford F-150. But if I could own one of these, I would definitely do so. Anyway, but in regards to GTA 5, I would like Rockstar to add the Ford F-150 into the game, not just because the vehicle itself is really good looking, but it's an awesome vehicle overall. And like I said, I'm pretty sure loads of people in the community would agree with me. Now yes, there is already a selection of pickup trucks available in GTA Online, such as the Bison, the Saddler, the Guardian, but apart from the Sand King, none of these pickup trucks are really that customizable. So there is certainly a gap in the market for something like this, and that's why I think Rockstar should add the Ford F-150 into GTA Online and offer loads of customizations and upgrades available for it. Not just bog standard stuff where we can tune the engine, maybe change the wheels and stuff like that. I'm talking about proper upgrades so we can transform it from a bog standard road pickup truck into something capable off-road. Maybe give us the option to add lift kits to the car to lift it up, front and rear bumpers with wind shears, roof lights, stuff for the pickup truck bed, and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys get the idea. But if ever made available, I'd imagine Rockstar would price this vehicle at around about $500,000 or so from base standards. Of course, there would then be loads of customization costs. Maybe this would also be a Benny's vehicle as well, so on top of that, you could easily spend around about $1 million. Which is certainly a lot of money, but do bear in mind this is based upon Rockstar's prices, and even at that price, I would still pay it because it's one fantastic vehicle. Anyway, so there we go, that is vehicle number 1, the Ford F-150. Let's move on to the next vehicle I would like Rockstar to add into GTA Online, this being the 2017 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT-R. And once again, I must say, this car is absolutely stunning. Every single angle you look at this car, it looks amazing, and I'm sure you guys will agree. Now, as far as I can think of, the only car that's even remotely similar to this one is the Grotti Bestia GTS. The design of that one is kind of similar to this one, but bearing in mind the Grotti Bestia GTS is based upon a Ferrari. There aren't really many Mercedes vehicles in GTA Online, most of them being either SUVs or saloon cars, and that's why I think this car right here would fit perfectly into GTA Online. It's not really one of those cars which would have many customization options available for it. Obviously it would have all the standard upgrades such as the engine tunes, the brake upgrades and things like that, but in the terms of exterior upgrades, I think the only thing I would change on this car is maybe the spoiler, but apart from that, we wouldn't go too crazy with the option to upgrade the front bumper, the hood, the rear diffuser and things like that. It would just spoil the car. It's already good looking, but I think this car would slot nicely into the sports category. Now, if I had to guess what sort of price tag Rockstar would give this car if it was ever made available in GTA Online, I would say somewhere around about $600,000 or so. It wouldn't be too expensive, after all it's just in the sports category, but then again it wouldn't have the best performance stats out of all the other cars in the sports category. Of course it would be fast, just not simply up there with the top few. It's the type of car which you'd have fun just cruising around in the Vinewood Hills or just driving around the map in general. Anyway, but moving on to car number 3, this of course being the 2002 Ferrari Enzo, which yes, is getting on a bit. As of this year, it is going to be 15 years old, but I remember when this car was first released 15 years ago, it looked good then, and it still looks good now, and I would love Rockstar to add this into GTA Online. Now yes, I know we have loads of supercars available in GTA Online already, but you can never have too many, and this car is definitely worth having, and I'm sure you guys will agree. And just look at those scissor doors as well, that's also a really cool feature. But not only that, this car also has a retractable spoiler or windbreak, whatever you want to call it, which I think is also really good looking on this car. You guys can see in the video it is coming up at a certain speed and working, and it looks amazing. Now again, just like the previous vehicle, the Mercedes AMG, I can't imagine this car really having too many upgrades or customizations available for it. It certainly wouldn't be a Benny's vehicle, but then again, I'm sure Rockstar would find a way of doing so, maybe offering the option to change the spoiler, the front and rear bumpers, and so on. But personally, I like the car as it is, so it doesn't really require that many upgrades if it was made available in-game. But most importantly, as for its price, now of course a vehicle like this with its good looks and its good performance stats, I'd imagine Rockstar would charge a lot of money if you want to purchase one of these in GTA Online. However, I couldn't imagine it being right up there with things like the X80 Proto. It wouldn't really exceed $2 million, but if I had to put a price down, I would guess Rockstar would charge around about $1.5 to $1.8 million for this car. And I'm sure like many, I would definitely buy it even at that price. Now moving on to vehicle number 4, this of course being the Lexus LFA, and once again, this car is very good looking from pretty much every single angle. Now unfortunately the vehicle mod which I installed for this video has a few small issues, especially with the texturing. The colours themselves are slightly off. I do apologise for that, just try to avoid those and just imagine how good this car would look if Rockstar released an official version of this in GTA Online. I personally love this car and I'm sure you guys do so as well. Now the Lexus LFA is definitely one of those cars which is highly upgradable and customizable, so if this vehicle was ever made available in GTA Online, it certainly needs to be a Benny's vehicle so we can be taken down to the custom shop and have loads of upgrades fitted to it. Of course, things like the front bumper and splitter, hood upgrades, side sills, skirts, spoilers, rear diffusers, and stuff along those lines. I'm sure you guys can see straight away just by looking at this car the possibilities and the potential this car would have both in GTA 5 as a car just to drive around in, and of course the customizations as well. This car of course would fit into the sports category. I think it would fit nicely. It certainly wouldn't be up there in the terms of the fastest sports cars. I'd imagine it would be somewhere around about the middle, but nevertheless it would still be a really cool addition for GTA Online. Now as for how much this vehicle would cost if ever made available in GTA Online, I can't imagine this car really being that expensive. I'm pretty sure in real life it's around about $100,000 or so. Unfortunately, however, this is not real life, this is GTA 5, and we know Rockstar like to bump those prices up. So I'd imagine if it was ever made available, it would probably cost around about $300,000 to $400,000 or so. But that's still fairly cheap. Most cars in the sports category cost over $500,000 each. But moving on to the 5th and final vehicle in today's video, this of course being the Tumbler from Batman. Now straight away I'm sure there are plenty of people watching and thinking, something like this surely is too unrealistic, Rockstar would never add something as crazy as this into GTA Online. And sure, maybe 6 months ago I would have agreed with you. But the most recent update that we received in GTA Online, the import-export update, added so many crazy and unrealistic vehicles into the game, such as the parachute car, the Ruiner 2000, the Coil Rocket Voltic, and so on. So why can't something like this be added into GTA Online as well? It would certainly be a really cool and awesome addition. For starters, the vehicle itself looks absolutely crazy. It has a really awesome design, and I'm sure you guys will agree. To be honest, I'm not really too sure how Rockstar would integrate this into an update, but then again, they managed to do it with the import-export update, so I'm sure Rockstar would find a way to do so. But then of course, there are a few issues in regards to copyright and trademark infringements. If Rockstar straight up just copied this from Batman and added it to GTA Online, they would definitely end up with a few lawsuits on their hands. But then again, the Ruiner 2000 was taken from the TV series and movie Knight Rider, so I'm sure Rockstar will easily find a way around it, maybe changing the design of this vehicle slightly, maybe having 2 rockets on the back instead of 1, so they don't infringe any rights which DC Comics may have over the design of this vehicle. I'm sure you guys get the idea, but nevertheless, a vehicle like this would certainly be very, very popular in GT Online. The fact that it looks awesome is enough for me to want to purchase it. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a vehicle which you could store in your personal garage. It would be a vehicle which you could store in your underground basement alongside the other special vehicles which were made available in the import-export update. But either way, I'm happy to settle for anything because this vehicle is so goddamn awesome. Now, if I had to guess what sort of price Rockstar would give this vehicle if it was ever added to GT Online, I think it's safe to say Rockstar would definitely smack on a huge price tag for this vehicle, maybe upwards of $5 million. Bearing in mind, not only does this vehicle look awesome, but it also has machine gun turrets as well. Plus, of course, this vehicle is also armored. Anyway, so there we go then, guys. With that being said, those are 5 vehicles which I would like Rockstar to add into GT Online in 2017. I want to get your thoughts and feelings on these cars and vehicles. What do you guys think about them? So go ahead and leave a comment on this video. And if you guys have any suggestions for any other vehicles you would like Rockstar to add into GT Online, go ahead and let me know as well by leaving a comment. It would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could drop a like on this video, as it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I recommend that you do so, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.